It's another episode of iPad 365, and today we play a game that goes free dreaming.
This episode is brought to you by GoToMyPC.
Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here. Welcome to iPad 365, the show where we review an app a day to keep your iPad in play. It is Tuesday, and as we do every single Tuesday, we show you a nice little game to play and have a little bit of fun. But we're also going to talk about a little device later in the show that you can use to play a game like this, so it's pretty cool. Of course, every single Tuesday we do games. On Monday we did a couple business apps from the Omni Group, which was pretty cool. And tomorrow we've got Utility Wednesday, and we've got applications all week. So check it all out over at geekazine.com/iPad 365. Just go to Geekazine, you'll see the button, and it says iPad 365. Press it, and you're there. So that's basically how that works. So. Now, some of you have been asking about that, how many days left to the iPad 3 watch. As far as I know, the March 7th date is not confirmed, and until that happens, then we will make the change to the clock. But right now, we've only got a few weeks left before iPad 3 comes out, so I'm really excited about that. But March 7th has been the scuttlebutt right now, and it's looking pretty good, but once again, I don't want to change it and then find out that my date was actually correct, and then switch it back. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to hold off, and then, of course, next week we'll make the change if we hear more. Of course, it is Game Tuesday, so let's get into your game for today. Now, today's app is called Free Dreaming by Terra Noctis by Bulky Pix. So it's Terra Noctis Free Dreaming by Bulky Pix. That's basically how they said it. Now, in the game, you're a cat. So some of you people like the game already. Your job is to go around and collect blue and red fairies. That happens all the time, so it's common for most of us folk, right? Okay. Of course, you need to watch out for the little blue meanies with the fuzzy hair, skull comb back looking a little bit like Calvin and Hobbes, and the little brain things that are running around there. But you know, you can either jump on top of them, or you can touch the cat and it'll send out like a fireball or something, which you can get upgraded through the store. And it shoots a projectile on the bottom line. So you can do a lot. You can jump up, you can jump super high, you can jump and then duck down, and that'll bust blocks and stuff through the game. Now, as you walk through the levels, you can pick up S's and C's and O's and R's and E's to spell score, which gives you extra bonus points. Of course, you want to pick up the blue and the red fairies. So you want to go around and see what else is out there, because there's cat coins hidden from here and there, and there's these bricks that you can jump up like kind of Mario style and get, not flowers, but you get extra lives and you get extra little blue thingies. I don't know what they are exactly, but you get little extra blue thingies, which is pretty cool. Now, each level will pose brand new challenges. There are many hidden options, so you might want to walk around and see what's going on before you get to the next level, because you might miss out on a coin or a letter. Now, this is the cool part. There's a statistics area that tells you how many fairies that you've caught, how many enemies that you've killed, the distance that you've walked, or even the distance that you've fallen, which is pretty interesting. As you keep playing, you can see how you've progressed during the game on an online statistics through the game, which is pretty cool. If you head over to the shop, you can get upgrades and hats. Yes, I said hats. There's a Barbar hat, there's an Adventurer hat, there's a Christmas hat, there's a whole ton of hats. They're going to cost you a few fairies. I think it's like 2,500 fairies for each hat. But then you can play the game in style. If you like it on Facebook, you get an extra 200 fairies through the store instantly. Of course, you can buy fairies at 99 cents for so many fairies. And of course, the other in-app purchases. The game itself is 99 cents, and it's a lot of fun to play. It might be great with that new 8-bitty controller that we're going to talk about. So let's talk about that next. Of course, we want to take our iPads and our iPhones with us, but we don't want to take our laptops, we don't want to take our desktops, we don't want to take those bulky computers. That's why we use a program like Citrix and GoToMyPC. It's really straightforward. All you have to do is download the application, install it on your laptop, download the application from the App Store for your iPad, for your iPhone, or even your Android device. connect up, put in your password, connect to the PC, put in that password. It's a 2-password system, by the way. If you got the corporate version, you know why that happens if you control more than one desktop. But anyway, you connect up and you can see your desktop. You can control the screen. You get a little virtual mouse on the iPad and iPhone versions, so you're not messing around and thinking that you're clicking on the right area. You know for sure. Of course, it also works on PC. It also works on Mac. So you can take a laptop with you, but you don't have to take multiple laptops like I do. You don't have to buy extra Wi-Fi, which is what I used to do. And of course, you don't have to worry about TSA and pulling out more bins because you have a whole ton of computers you have to take with you. It's easy, and the best part is you're using your internet connection at home, which would have stayed idle anyway. Don't take my word for it. Give yourself a 30-day free trial by going over to GoToMyPC.com. Enter in the Try It Free Now button and enter in that code podcast. Podcast gets you that 30-day free trial, and of course, it helps iPad 365 keep our lights on. So go over there and check it out. Put it into your computer toolbox, your business toolbox, your IT toolbox, and see the power of GoToMyPC. Now, there's a new game controller that came out by iCade. Of course, we talked about iCade a couple weeks ago with the iCade Junior coming out very soon, too. This one's called the 8-Bitty, and it is a Bluetooth controller that lets you play some of your favorite games on iPad or iPhone or even an Android. 8-Bitty is the old NES-style gamepad with a direction pad and 4 buttons as opposed to 2 on the NES pads. And then, of course, you got the start and the pause, just like with the old NES controller. This will also work, like I said, with Android devices, but the Atari Game Arcade by our iCade, which I don't know if it comes with the 8-Bitty, it's only for iOS devices, so you would have to use that for iOS. But you could play some of the games, maybe even Terra Noctis here, Free Dreaming, with the 8-Bitty rather than using the on-screen controls. The iCade 8-Bitty is $24.99. It's not out yet, but the pre-order sales have already sold out, so you might have to wait a little bit. You can get it over on ThinkGeek. I will put a link in the show notes where you can watch and get yourself an 8-Bitty. In the meantime, go over to thinkgeek.com and get a whole bunch of other cool stuff. And that's the show for today. Have you played the Free Dreaming? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know. Twitter me at iPad365, of course. The email address is ipad365show@gmail.com. Tomorrow is Utility Wednesday, and we've got a great utility for you. We'll also talk clocks, because there's a few clock apps out there, and I'm going to show you the one that I used last week, as well as a world clock. On Friday, we're going to do something different. We're going to do the 10 highest paid iPad apps, or the richest iPad apps. You know, the ones that cost $1,000. There've been talk about some new apps out there that are $1,000. We're going to take a look at 10 of those apps that cost more than $99 to get in the App Store. You're thinking to yourself, why would you get an app like that? Well, there's a lot of reasons why, and we will show you on Friday. But in the meantime, my name is Jeffrey Powers. We will see you in 24 when it will be another iPad 365. Take care.
You should follow Graphite on Twitter at GraphiteINC.